You're listening to Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 102.1 on your dial. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Well, it's boys opening night here at the Clopton Invitational Tournament. Marion Everhart, Maddie Ingram in with you. Mark Froenig, April Froenig, they're in the middle school gym. We're going to catch up with them in just a few moments as well, as we've got number 1 Clopton taking on number 8 Silex here in the high school gym. Over in the middle school gym, they have number 2 Ellsbury taking on number 7 Wright City. We're going to break it all down for you during the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show next here on Eagle 102.
Clopton Tournament coverage brought to you by the Mercantile Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pepsi.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, the Clopton Hawks and the Silex Owls are on the court. Well, actually, the Hawks are. The Owls were on the court and then went back to the locker room, and coaches are out here, so they must be monitoring time for sure, Maddie.
They are, and so we have they've got here early today, so both Clopton and Silex, and so they're out here shooting around, getting ready for a big matchup. It's a 1-8 seed matchup, but whoever advances in this game moves on to the championship side of the bracket.
So Clopton comes in into this contest with an 8-2 record. Silex, on the other hand, 2-7. Silex came out, won the first 2 games of the season, and then it's just been a struggle since then. They've had a couple close ones. Actually took MMA to 2 overtimes not that long ago, as middle of December, and ended up falling by just a few. And after that, they look like they've had an injury or two. We saw one walking around on crutches as he's kind of hobbling to his bench. And so I think they're still trying to figure out how to get all the pieces going.
Trying to get into a rhythm, and that's definitely tough whenever you start a season with somebody that was in your starting 5, and then maybe they go out with an injury. Then you have to find the rhythm again after that. And so maybe just trying to get into that groove. But Silex has been struggling as of late, but it is tournament time, so anything can happen.
And Clopton, 8-2. We talked to Coach Tony Francis a little while ago, right before Christmas break, and actually it's kind of funny to hear a coach who's sitting at 8-2 say he wasn't happy with the way his team's playing.
No, he is a coach that focuses on fundamental basketball, and he was saying, we're playing with the mindset to just go out and outscore opponents, which is not exactly the approach that he's wanting from his team. And so he's wanting more out of them, and he's always going to expect more out of them. And so he loves this team, and he's going to continue to push them.
Well, Mark, we were talking a little bit on our way to visit the hospitality room, who they take care of us all week here at the Clopton tournament. Ellsbury, on the other hand, they kind of had some fun today mimicking their coach.
Yeah, and I was talking to Coach Caleb Johnson about that. He got a kick out of it, of course. I asked him when he's going to do a video doing impressions of his players. He said that's to be determined or coming soon, maybe. But it's kind of cool that they're getting into the same social media things that the pros and the college ranks are getting into. It kind of gives a little insight into the personality and how close these guys are with their coaches at this level. It's a pretty neat thing, and Ellsbury's got a good group, great personality on that team, and they're ready for their matchup against the 7th seed Wright City Wildcats tonight, and they're loose and ready to go into this tournament.
Well, based on what the impression was of Coach and we're not guarding. Do you think the key tonight is going to be go out there and guard the Wildcats?
I think they're going to come out here and really run the Wildcats up and down the floor. I don't know if there's going to be much guarding. I don't know if there's going to be a need for much guarding against the 1-7 Wildcats. I think this one's about running the offense and trying to find some points, maybe even a record or two in the opening round of this tournament.
All right, we're going to catch up with Mark again with some keys to his game coming up in just a few moments as we have the keys to this game between Clopton and Silex for you coming up next as you're listening to the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Knight Equipment Company, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Maddie, I think probably the biggest key for Clopton tonight is to play their game. I feel like they're probably going to end up pushing Silex up and down the court pretty quickly. If Tyler Coons can get hot from behind the three-point line, that's just going to make for a fun show this evening.
It is, and so whenever you look at these two teams, there is a certain rivalry that many people remember whenever it comes down to this. And so Clopton's going to have to come out and play their game. They've had a successful season, but they're going to have to do the little things right, especially if they want to make Coach happy tonight.
Absolutely.
And so getting to that next game is always tough, especially in this opening round of a tournament. But both teams got to come out to play tonight. And whoever comes out and does the little things is going to be the one who wins.
Well, speaking of little things, for the Silex Owls, we know that they're a scrappy group. They may have a 2-7 record, but we've also seen them. They like to get down. They like to get, on the court. They like to fight for every point that they get. They like to, go after those loose basketballs. And I tell you what, watching them warm up, if they can get hot from behind that three-point line, it could be quite a show this evening as well.
You're right. And if you think about it, we were just talking a little while ago about a game where they took it to 2 overtimes.
Yes.
If that doesn't show some of their fight and something that there is something there for Silex and they're trying to build something, the coaching staff is working hard, but that's something that Clopton's going to have to keep in mind. They can play two overtimes at this point.
Can.
So they have the endurance to play this game.
They do. Hey, Mark and April, how about some keys to your matchup up there this evening?
Well, can confirm, got a guard. It was said right after our first break, yeah, got a guard. That's a big key for Coach Caleb Johnson. But I still think just going out there, surviving the half that they're shooting at the rim to our right. Saw in warm-ups, they weren't hitting the rim too much. They were just going straight through. So if they can keep that swish mentality and run up some points in the first half, that would be a big key for the Ellsbury Indians against Wright City.
All right, well, we've got your starting lineups for you coming up as the Clopton Invitational Tournament continues its boys opening round action here on KJFM Radio.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ's Salon.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Well, let's start with the guests on the scoreboard this evening, Maddie. It is the Silex Owls, of course, in their road black jerseys, white numbers, and the green trim. I think I actually have that back one. I think they're green numbers and white trim. We'll check it when they take off their warm-up jerseys. They are starting a sophomore wearing number 0, Ryder Hopkins. A sophomore wearing number 1, Easton Twellman. A senior wearing number 2, Josh Price. A junior wearing number 3, Tyler Twellman. And a junior wearing number 23, Cole Fessler. For the Clopton Hawks, they're in their home white jerseys with red numbers, I believe, and black trim.
Trim.
How quickly I forget exactly what they look like when they're sitting in there. They're starting a 6'2 senior wearing number 1, Tyler Kuntz. A 6' junior wearing number 3, Chase Hall. A 5'9 sophomore wearing number 11, Jordan Genowine. A 6'4 junior wearing number 42, Cash Evans. And a 6'3 sophomore wearing number 44, Kane Evans. Now, I really was trying to think of something pretty clever to do the starting lineups for our officials this evening because we have Greg Ellis.
We do.
5'9", 5'10", wearing black and white this evening.
They're going to come out with the lights off as well.
They might. And then it's one of our favorite athletic directors. He's here, and we love giving him a hard time. Adam Falloon is the other one on the court this evening. So expect for us to have a little bit of fun with both of them. Of course, they've both been refereeing for quite a long time.
Yes.
And they know how to take our heckling. In fact, I think that they almost look forward to it.
They do. It's almost like an applauded effort. What can you do this year?
It is. Only one, though, has threatened to throw me out of the gym. So we'll see how that goes. Mark, by chance, do you happen to have the starting lineups that you'd like to do for your all's game?
Oh, sure do. First for the 7 seed Wright City Wildcats, they'll start a senior number 0, Rico Uribe. Junior number 3, Carleon Jones gets the start. Junior number 15, Jerry Stanford. A senior number 20, Trey Brakensack. And sophomore number 32, Dwan McRoberts. Rounds out the starting 5 for Coach Ken Brown. They're 1-7 on the season. For the 2 seed Ellsbury Indians, they're 7-4, coached by Caleb Johnson. They'll start a senior number 2, Bryce Irving. Senior number 3, Evan Wilson gets a start. Senior number 11, Caden Kinsler. Number 14, a senior Deshaun Dotson gets a start. And number 23, senior Kyle Turnbull. So an all-senior lineup for Caleb Johnson and the Ellsbury Indians. And there's your starters for this opening round game from the middle school gymnasium.
All right, we are headed to the national anthem. We'll be back with starting lineups and opening tip from Clopton High School and the boys' opening round of the Invitational Tournament next on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Bolin Chevrolet, Sun Window Company, and Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. investing in our communities one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Well, Maddie, they are doing the starting lineups here in our gym tonight, and I think while they're doing that, it's probably a pretty good opportunity for us to talk a little bit about how lucky we are in the small community. Of course, a lot of us have followed the injury last night in the NFL to the Buffalo Bills safety player, and of course, thoughts and prayers always with those athletes, but I think it points out how lucky we are in our community to have some fine folks, athletic trainers that spend all their time at our local games, taking care of our kids and our athletes.
They spend so much of their time here. Obviously, it is their job to be here, but you know, they grow that relationship with our athletes as well. And so whenever your kid gets hurt, they're always the first to be out there, and they're also the first to kind of feel a little bit of compassion for them as well.
I'm sure you know this from being an athlete in this area. I know it from having a son who was an athlete in this area. That relationship goes beyond your high school years.
It does.
So a big shout out to all of our area athletic trainers, and appreciate Pike County Memorial Hospital and those folks having their athletic trainers on staff at all times here taking care of our local athletes. So, and of course, to all of our area EMS, we appreciate you.
They're always on standby.
Always right there for us. Now, if I can get my cough to go away here real quick, we'll get started with this basketball game. So, we get tipping center. It looks like we've got Hopkins jumping center against Evans. That's Cash going against Ryder. Clopton moving from our left to right, and they immediately knock it into the front court. Kuntz takes it to the hole, shots up and good, and if you're going to start a basketball game, that's the way to start it.
We mentioned that Tyler Kuntz was going to be key in a victory for the Clopton Hawks, and he showed it right there, just how quickly he can put points on the board.
And of course, Silex comes out ready for their offense. Brings it to the near side. With it is Hopkins. Hopkins gets it down low to Fessler. Fessler back out top to Twellman. That's Tyler. We'll see if we can keep the Twellman boys separated for you. Price with it between the circles, guarded by Genowine. Dribbling with the right hand now, crossover dribble, brings it to the near side, right at the top of Clopton's bench, swings over to the far side. Working over in the far corner with the basketball is Tyler. Tyler holds the ball high, looks to lob it inside to Easton. Easton turns around, his shot's up and good. We're tied at 2-all here in the first. We're going to be checking in with Mark Froelich here in just a little bit for an update in his matchup in the middle school gym. Over the far corner with it now for the Hawks. Brings it back near side to Hall. Kuntz looks for the first three of the night. It's off the rim, no good. Tipped out was Cash to Genowine. Cash back with it again on the near side, back across court, now near side with the Hall on the wing. Hall takes it down into the short corner to Kane. Kane tries to feed it across court to Cash. It's safe from going out of bounds. Cash has it back in his hands, feeds it back to Kuntz. Kuntz drives the baseline, kicks it to Cash. Cash back to Kuntz. Kuntz shots up and good. Tyler Kuntz has all 4 points so far for the Hawks with 6:30 to go in the first. 4-2 is our score.
Good offensive drive there by Clopton as they were able to pick up a couple rebounds and then take it in for the score.
Fessler feeds it over far side to Hopkins. Hopkins holds the ball high over to the far wing. Looks inside. Those are some bright green shoes. I believe that's Price that has them.
We also have some bright coral shoes out there.
We do. They're going to make Kind of make me feel a little nostalgic for the 80s at this point. Price with it now for the Hawks, or excuse me, for the Owls. Price dribbles around, looks for the screen from Genowine. Goes behind the back, picks up his dribble, top of the key, looking somewhere to feed it, hands it off to Tyler Twellman. Twellman with the left hand. Backs up, he's guarded by Kuntz in this man-to-man defense. Dribbles with the left hand down the block, it's taken away. Kane with it, he's all alone. Up front, catching up to him. That was Hopkins, but is a little too late as Kane makes it 6-2 with 5:36 to go in the first quarter.
Kane's first points of the day.
Price takes it all the way down the block on the far side. His fadeaway's up, off the rim. Cash there for the rebound. To Hall. Hall pushes it to the front court. Skips over to the far side to Genowine. Genowine from the wing down low to Kane, and it's another 2.
What a pass from Genowine to Kane Evans.
Great assist in there, makes it 8-2. Over on the far side with the basketball. And that's Easton. Is taken away by Kuntz. Kuntz, right back by Price. Price now is back in control. He crosses that half-court line, pulls up at the top of Clopton's bench, swings over to the far side. Fessler with it. Gives a head fake. He's trying to get around Kane, puts the ball on court, spins, kicks it out to the far side to Easton. Easton
Twellman has it.
He has it now on the far side. See that those numbers aren't good for the old eyes. Fessler with it between the keys. He's guarded by Kane. Gives a little fake, looks for the screen. Over the far wing once again with the basketball for the Owls. Long 3 on the way. It's off the back of the rim. No good with the rebound. Was Genowine. That was Tyler Twellman. Goes Hall to Cash. Over the far corner to Kuntz. He wants the 3. It's off the mark. It's tipped around. Silex comes away with the rebound.
It's Tyler Twellman with the rebound.
He skips it up front to Hopkins. Hopkins goes cross court. Right there for the 2 is Easton. He's got all 4 points here in the first quarter for the Owls. 8-4 our score. 4:05 to go in the first. Genowine with the basketball. Now in the near court, the Kuntz tries to fit it down low to Cash, and it's going to go out of bounds. And while we do that, let's take a quick Eagle 102 game break. And Mark, tell us how things are starting over there for the first quarter.
Pretty slow going. 5:55 to go. 4-2 Ellsbury as they just took their first lead of the night on a fast break layup. So not much going on. Just a couple of baskets from the floor so far and a timeout by Wright City. We'll send it back to you. That's been an Eagle 102 game break.
Here, Silex has the basketball. With it over on the far side is Price. Price looks down low and is taken away by Kane. Kane hands it off to Kuntz. Kuntz brings it in the front court, skips it on the far corner to Genowine, but it's too tall. Goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover for the Hawks.
A little sloppy there from Kuntz as he was just trying to push too quick. He also turned around, got hit by the ball because he wasn't paying that much attention, and then threw it around. Ball goes out of bounds, lose an opportunity to score.
Checking in the game right now for the Owls is Chase Mullen, coming in for Josh Price. Running the point is Twellman, that's Tyler. Tyler brings it up court and gets it off to Mullen. Mullen to Fessler. Fessler swings it around over to the far side once again to Twellman. That's Tyler, takes it all the way down, has his pocket picked, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Tyler.
So it'll be Clopton's ball. It'll be Cash Evans bringing it in.
Hall with it. He's going to be picked up in the front court by Easton. Never mind, they're a fall back. Hall once again finds Cash. Cash goes cross court to Kuntz. Kuntz's shot's high up off the glass, but it's good.
6 on the night for Tyler Kuntz.
And that, bringing it up again, once again, is Twellman. Twellman behind his back. Brings it near side, top of the key between the circles to Fessler. Fessler with the left hand, he spins into the elbow into the paint. Needs some help. Back out, and Tyler Kuntz gets it. He's all alone. He's ahead of the pack. He goes up, and he's going to be fouled by Tyler Twellman, and that'll be the first foul of this basketball game.
Pretty good so far. I mean, we're with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and that's our first foul.
So Kuntz is going to go to the free throw line. He'll get the opportunity for 2 with the clock stopped here. 2:37 to go in the first quarter. So Kuntz steps to the free throw line. He wears number 1 on his back. First free throw shot is up and good. Makes it 11-4. Price returns. Also checking in is Jason Hain for the Hawks. He's giving Cash Evans a break. It's a 7-point lead for the Hawks. Kuntz, shot on the way. He makes it 12-4.
Perfect from the free throw line.
I think Tyler Coons probably would have stopped you, just said imperfect. So Price, who's back in the ball game, gets it to Twellman. That's Tyler with it. He throws a long pass up in the front court to Fessler. Fessler in some trouble, kicks it back out to Hopkins. Hopkins for the long three, and it's good.
It's our first three-pointer today.
It is, and it comes from Silex as Genowine goes down the court under the basket too far, kicks out to Coons. He wants the three, see if he can match it. It misses everything. It's a 12-7 game right now with 2:13 to go here in the first.
Tyler Twellman getting it in to Josh Price.
Price, right in front of the scorer's table, now brings it across the timeline. He hands it off to Twellman. Twellman guarded by Kuntz. They're at the head of Clopton's bench with the left hand, takes it down on the wing. He stops, pops, shorts, jumpers, up and good. You can't rule him out. Dowles, that is. 12-9 our score. Genowine with it now in the front court. Brings it back near side to Hall. Hall finds Kane. Kane down low to Hain. Now back out to Genowine. He wants a long three. It's off the mark. With the rebound is Kane. Kane kicks it to Genowine. Genowine says, I'll try it again. This time it's net. So Jordan Genowine with the three.
First points for Genowine, 3.
15-9 is our score, down to 1:28 to go here in the first quarter. Price works it over to the far wing. Backs it up between the circles. He's guarded man-to-man defense in there by Genowine. Now gets it to Hopkins. Hopkins goes all the way down the short corner, kicks out to Fessler. Fessler inside to Twellman. That's Easton. He turns, spins, shots up. It's no good. With the rebound is Kuntz. Kuntz pushes it into the front court. Dishes it off to Genowine, back out to Hall. Hall finds Kane in transition, and Kane drops another 2. So give Kane Evans 6 on the night. We're less than a minute to go, and the Hawks back up by 8, 17-9. Hopkins over the far side to Easton Twellman. Brings it back near side to Fessler. Fessler guarded by Kane. Swings it to Price. Price on the far wing, trying to get around Genowine. Hands it back to Hopkins. Hopkins back to Tyler Twellman. To Easton. Easton holds the ball high. Back now to Price. Working up here at the top behind the arc. Price gave a little fake. He takes it in to some traffic, and that's going to be the first call. It's going to go against Genowine for the Hawks, and a couple more substitutions coming in as we've got Josh Harvey coming in for Kuntz, and Cash Evans returns for Hain.
Just one foul for each team. 27 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
So Price gets the ball into Hopkins. Hopkins right back to Price. Price looks for the three. It's partially tipped. Hopkins comes away with the loose basketball. Back to Price. I think Price would win socks and shoes of this game.
I think so. He even has some fancy, I like to call them leggings, but I don't know.
I think that's what they are called. Price takes it off the glass. His shot's no good. Kane with the basketball. He's looking to push. He wants to score. Gets it off to Harvey, and Harvey's going to be fouled. But that is how the first quarter ends. Clopton leads this one 17-9. We've got second quarter action coming your way next from the Clopton Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Clopton Tournament coverage brought to you by Pogue Ford, Silex Banking Company, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
17-9 here is our score. Clopton leads. Let's take another Eagle 102 game break up to the middle school gym to see how Ellsbury and Wright City are doing, Mark.
Well, Ellsbury has caught fire. Still 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and they've struck gold from beyond the arc. Evan Wilson, a couple of threes, been down a three, and another three just went through. 20-6. Ellsbury leads Wright City here in the first quarter, and this has been an Eagle 102 game break.
We'll continue to check in with Mark as this game continues. He will have the call on the second game tonight as it's a rematch as Louisiana and Mark Twain boys square off. Another 3-6 matchup. That's what they were at Monroe City, Madison, but it didn't play like a 3-6 matchup.
No, it was a fun game to watch and very intense and very quick pace.
This one's underway. Here's Price, has it for the Owls, and it's taken away by Kane. Kane gets the steal. He doesn't have the numbers. He's going to have to look for some help. He gets it from Kuntz, but it's knocked out of bounds. by the Owls. 17-9 our score. Hawks on top by 8. It's the largest lead of the night for the Hawks. They get it into Hall. Hall works around to Kuntz. Kuntz wants a 3. He's been looking for one tonight. And Genowine's going to pick up his second foul. He's going to went up over the back to knock that one out of the way. Full court pressure on the defensive side from the Hawks. Tyler with it now. Twellman gets it in the front court to Price. Price dribbles around right back to Tyler between the circles. Into the paint. They try to feed it and it's taken away. Kuntz with it. Looks, takes it in. Up off the glass. His shot's up and good. Tyler Kuntz trying to hit that double digits early tonight.
He has.
And
10 points.
Fessler tries to get a hold of the basketball but rolls out of bounds because it's last touched by the Hawks. They get a hand in there and disrupt things. 10-point lead now is the largest lead of the night for the Hawks. Price will inbound. No, excuse me. That's Hopkins will inbound the ball for the Owls. They get it into Tyler. Tyler inside, down low. That is to Jake Henry. His shot was partially blocked. Ends up in the hands of the Hawks.
Cash Evans with the block there.
Hall looks, puts the ball on the court. Needs some help back out to Harvey. Harvey back to Hall. Hall wants a long 3, and it's good. Chase Hall with his first 3 of the night.
So far, a great performance by the Clopton Hawks. They're making offense look easy.
22-9 is our score. 6:50 to go in the first half. With the basketball was Price. He hands it off to Hopkins. Hopkins now near side with it to Fessler at the end of the bench. Fessler tries to get a hold of it, and there's going to be a foul. No?
I guess they're saying it was last touched by Silex.
That's what it looks to.
So
nope, they called another foul on Jake Henry.
Okay.
That'll be his second. So Clopton will take it back the other direction. Cash Evans into Hall. So Kane is on the bench, starting to coach Tony Francis. Coming back in for him was Hain. Hall brings in the front court, finds Cash now in the near corner with it to Kuntz. Kuntz wants another long 3, and it's good.
Now 13 points for Tyler Kuntz. Great first half.
25-9 is our score. Comes a long 3 on the way. That's from Max Levy. It was no good. With the rebound are the Hawks. Into the front court. Harvey on the wing, and they're going to carry the basketball.
Turnover by the Hawks.
So the Owls will take it back. Trying to figure out they did a substitution. Who came in? Noah Chesser.
And Jake Henry comes out.
All right. Tyler Twellman brings it across the timeline for the Owls. Near side with it now to Levy. Levy looks. He needs some help. Gets it back to Fessler. Fessler to Hopkins. Hopkins at the top of Clopton's bench. Takes it over far side with it to Twellman. Twellman, long 3. It's no good. They save it from going out of bounds, but it ends up in the hands of Harvey. Harvey throws a long pass up to Kuntz. He rolls it off the glass. Shots up and good.
Make that 15 for Kuntz. 27-9. Clopton leads Silex with 5:30 to go in the first half.
We'll be checking in with Mark Froenick again here in just a little bit as we've got an offensive foul, and that's going to go against Chesser for the Owls.
That is his first foul.
We'll pick up the substitutions once again as Fessler comes out. See if we can find who came in for him in just a moment. Hall once again walks the ball across the timeline. Skips it to Cash. Down low to Kane. Kane was all alone underneath the basket. And it's a 20-point lead for the Hawks. Back the other direction with it is Hopkins. Brings it back near side to Levy. Levy skips it cross court to Twellman. Twellman. That's to Easton. Long 3 on the way from the Owls. Up, no good with the rebound is Kane. Kane takes control. Feeds it off to Kuntz. Kuntz back to the hole. It's no good with the rebound. He comes from out of bounds and gets it. Gets it to Harvey. Hall. Back down low to Cash. Cash's shot's up and good.
His first points of the day.
We got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. 31-9 is our score. 4:40 to go in the half. You're listening to Clopton Tournament Action on Eagle 102.
Clopton tournament coverage brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
31-9 is our score. Clopton leads Silex. Let's take this opportunity for another Eagle 102 game break. Mark?
We're into the second quarter here, 30-8. Ellsbury leading Wright City. Evan Wilson, 4 first quarter three-pointers, and Ellsbury as a team hit 6. Even shooting at the right end basket. Pretty phenomenal shooting night so far, and we're perfect from the free throw line so far in this game. Both teams. That three goes awry, but a nice putback by Evan Wilson. So he's in the double figures with 14, and Ellsbury leads 32-8 with 6:13 to go in the half on Eagle 102 game break.
Well, we'll check in with Mark again. It sounds like maybe they need to do new coach impressions tomorrow. The Ellsbury Indians do as to what coach sounds like after tonight. The Owls take it up to the hoop, but they're unsuccessful. They do draw the foul, and it looks like
it's on Cash Evans. It's his first foul.
He does, and going to the free throw line, that is Noah Chesser. He's going to get 2. 31-9 here. 4:19 to go in the first half. First free throw shot is up and good. So Silex with their first free throw attempts tonight. And he'll get a second. Chesser is a junior, wears number 30. Second one banks him in.
That was Chesser's first points of the evening.
Now he comes out. We'll pick up the substitution in just a few moments for the Owls. Hall pushing it into the front court. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Still a 20-point lead for the Clopton Hawks as they lead 31-11.
Coots looks inside to Cash. Cash goes up off the glass. Oh, it's no good. Ball's loose, and coming away with is Levy. Levy is who I believe checked in for Chesser. And back into the hands of Hopkins. He brings it across the timeline over the far side to Easton. Easton wants a long three. It's no good. With the rebound is Kuntz. Kuntz throws it up to Hall. Hall definitely doesn't have the number, so he goes cross court to Genowine. Genowine's long three's up. It's no good. Cash there for the putback. It's no good. Now it's Levy with the rebound. He outlets to Hopkins, and Hopkins puts on the gas. Goes all the way down, and it looks like Genowine's going to draw his third foul.
That's pretty quick for him. As we were mentioning, that foul trouble hasn't been super bad today, but Genowine already has 3.
So Josh Harvey's going to come in and probably give him a little bench time. My guess is we probably won't see him again until the second half, but that's just my guess. Price, who's back in, wants a long three, and it's tipped by Kuntz. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Price. I thought it was tipped, but apparently not because it's going to Clopton.
Silex likes to shoot the long ball. They just haven't found the net.
Yeah, that was NBA range there. Nice form. Just didn't quite have the distance. Down low with it to Kane. Kane spins. Back up top to Hall. Hall swings it to Kuntz. Kuntz wants one from NBA range. It's off the mark. Cash there to clean it up. And it's another 2 for the Hawks.
4 points for Cash Evans.
Price feeds it up front to Easton. Easton, middle of Clopton's bench, finds Fessler. He takes it to the hole. Oh, his shot's no good. With the rebound is Evans. That's Cash. He feeds it off to Hall. Hall takes it, skips over to the far side to Kuntz. Kuntz drives the baseline. His shot's up off the glass. No good. Cash there again. Another 2 for Cash Evans.
He's been great with the rebound and going up with the shot. 6 points now for Evans.
Price once again at the head of Clopton's bench, feeds it over to the far side to Levy. Levy between the circles, brings it back near side to Easton. Twelman now to Price in the near corner. He's guarded by Kuntz, puts the ball on the court, looks for some help, looking for the screen, takes it, hands it off to Hopkins. Hopkins once again at the top of Clopton's bench. He's guarded by Harvey. Looks for that screen. He's going to go all the way around and gets too far underneath. Kicks it back out to Levy. Levy at the very end of Clopton's bench now finds Easton. Twelman. He takes the paint, kicks out far side. Long shot on the way. It's no good. Kuntz with the rebound. Kuntz Skips it near side to Hall. Hall back out to Cash. Over to Kuntz again. Long three, and it's good.
What a game in the first half for Tyler Kuntz.
We're down to a minute 52 to go in the first half. 38-11 is our score. Clopton leads this one. Hopkins with it on the far side, guarded by Harvey. Works around, takes it up to the block, extended, is taken away by Cash. Cash to Kuntz. Kuntz looks down low, tries to feed it into Kane, and it's kicked. Nice thought there by Kuntz, trying to find his teammate. Cash Evans comes out. Jason Hain returns. It looks like we've got Adam Lindsay coming in the basketball game for Kane Evans.
Giving him a little bit of a breather. He's played quite a bit of tonight's first half.
Kuntz gets it from Hall. Kuntz gives it to Hall. Now with it on the near side with this, Harvey. Harvey at the head of Silex's bench finds Hall. He's going to reset the offense. Hain comes up in the high post area. He's at the free throw line over the far side to Lindsay. Brings it back to Hall. Hall, little fake, back to Lindsay again. Hain at the free throw line with it, brings it near side to Kuntz. Kuntz wants another three, and it's net.
He has 18 points. Just the first half, 41-11 with 1 minute to go.
I think we may have to check some record books between Ellsbury and Clopton tonight. Another nice three in there, another two in there from Tyler Twellman. Wears number 3 on his back, adds some points for the Owls, makes it 41-13. We've got 40 ticks to go here in the first half. With the basketball once again is Lindsay. Finds Kuntz. Kuntz drives along the baseline. He's fouled. He's going to go up for some free throws. While he's at the charity stripe, let's get another Eagle 102 game break from Mark.
Well, Ellsbury slow down a little bit. They lead 36-10 with 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Evan Wilson just, he stopped shooting the three ball. He's got 14 points to lead the way for Ellsbury tonight. So 36-10, make it 38-10, and a chance for an and one as Caden Kinsler was fouled as he went up for a shot. So 38-10, 3:21 to go in the first half, and this has been an Eagle 102 game break.
Once this half is ended, we'll send it up to Mark to let him finish out his half before we go to our halftime program. So we've got 33 ticks to go here in this one. Like I said, we'll send it up to Mark, let him finish his half, and then we'll do a combined halftime report.
It was Tyler Kuntz at the free throw line. He missed both free throws. Score still 41-13. First foul for Easton Twellman. He had fouled.
Well, I don't know whether they changed it or what, because now they have up there Chesser. So Kuntz with the basketball is out on the steal. Goes cross court to Kane. Kane goes up. It's no good. Cash is there for the putback.
8 points for Cash Evans.
43-13. A 30-point lead here for the Hawks. We're down to 9 seconds. Price with it. Stops. His fadeaway jumper's up and good. Josh Price with 2. And that is how the first half ends. Another 2 in there from the Owls makes it 43-17. Let's send it up to Mark to finish his half between Ellsbury and Wright City.
Wright City with the ball, trailing Ellsbury 38-10 with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. There's a three ball from the far side, and that one is the first points of the night for Dwan McRoberts for the Wright City Wildcats. 38-13 our score, and a whistle and a foul on the floor. And that's going to go against Carleon Jones, his first, with the score 38-13. Ellsbury will inbound on the far side. With it is Bryce Irving. Irving gets it into Caden Kinsler. Kinsler, he's going to drive through the lane, lost the handle. Got a little bump, not enough for a foul, lost it out of bounds, back to Wright City with 2:41 to go in the first. Jones over to the far side. Trapped, they get across the line. Here's McRoberts. Tosses it to the near corner. Now back up top over to the far side for McRoberts. They get it down to Jones. Jones, turnaround shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ellsbury. On the run, here comes Bryce Irving. Into the corner. Ellsbury lived by the three ball in the first quarter of this ball game. That shot no good. Rebound picked up by McRoberts. Ball loose, stolen away by Ellsbury. Back the other way, Irving is fouled. It's going to go against Tim Sheff. He came off the bench for Wright City. Opening round action of the 27th Clopton Invitational. Into the line goes Bryce Irving. He hit his first two, missed his last two from the free throw line. That was actually the first two misses of the night for either side, and this one off the back iron and out. So our last game break, I mentioned that these two teams were perfect from the line. They have not hit a free throw since. That is the ultimate jinx there. Under 2 minutes to go, and that one goes in. So we're back on track now from the free throw line. 39-13 is the Ellsbury lead. McRoberts in the backcourt to Jones. Jones gets it across the line with a pass. Into the front court, and we're going to have a foul whistled against Irving as he got a hand in going for the steal with 1:48 to go. Just the 14th foul against the Indians. With it is McRoberts. Out high with it over to the far side now for Tim Sheff. And now stolen away from behind. Irving is everywhere tonight. Bryce Irving going coast to coast. He does put it in. Bryce Irving with two more. And a travel called. As Wright City came across the line, Dwan McRoberts called for the violation. With the score 41-13, Ellsbury will get it back. With it across the line is Deshaun Dotson. Dotson going to take the three from the top of the key. A little bit long on that one. And the rebound pulled down by McRoberts. He's on the run. Pass intercepted by Ellsbury. Going back the other way is Dotson. Kicks it to the corner. How about a three from there? Yeah. Big three for Gavin Reller. Extends the lead to 44-13. We're down under a minute to go here in the first half. Ball almost stolen away from Jones. He gets it to McRoberts. McRoberts now for Justin Jones. Down to Carleon and knocked out of bounds on a good defensive play by Caden Kinsler. 40.8 seconds to go. 44-13. Ellsbury leads. They got that lead over 30 before the half. Here's Jones with it for Wright City. Gave up his dribble, and the ball tipped into the backcourt. And it's gathered in by Justin Jones. Jones back across the line to Carleon Jones and knocked out of bounds. And they said the last touch was by McRoberts, so the ball will go to Ellsbury with 26.3 seconds to go. And we'll see if they play for the last shot here in the first half. They'll be shooting at the rim on the left in the second half, so if they keep up with the threes, oh my, look out. We could have 70, 80 points on the board by the final horn of this one. Down to the final 10 seconds, turnaround shot. Off a nice inlet pass, Kyle Turnbull makes it 46-13. Long shot at the buzzer is short, and that's how we'll go to halftime. Ellsbury 46, Wright City 13 in this 2-7 matchup, and we'll be back with the halftime report after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Well, Maddie, I tell you what, I pulled out the records because it sounds like both our game and Mark's game may try to break some records this evening. And the most points scored in a game, funny enough, comes from Silex. And the most points scored in 3 games comes from Ellsbury. So Chad Mudd, you hear his voice on our Silex Banking Company ads. Or is that Mike? It's one of the Mudd boys.
I think Michael Mudd.
You're right, it is. Sorry, Chad.
Sorry,
Mike. But Chad Mudd has 37 points in 2004. 2004 must have been an awesome year for these teams. And then Jake Brine had 93 points in 3 games.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So then look down here to the most 2-point field goals, and the record was 12 by Jake again in Ellsbury and a gentleman from, I don't even know what, I think is maybe Northwest Academy. I don't even know who that is. And Tyler Kuntz has 5. So not sure where they're landing up there with Mark, so we'll check that out. But tell you what, why don't you go ahead and run down some scoring for us, because we only have about 2 minutes left in this half.
Yeah, the biggest threat here today is Tyler Kuntz. He has 21 points in the first half, so he is leading Clopton's offense. Chase Hall has 3 points. Jordan Genowine has 3 points, but he does have 3 fouls, so he's been on the bench for a little while. Could have been a little bit higher in scoring there. Cash Evans has 8 points, and so does Kane Evans, so they may have a competition going as brothers, but doing pretty well. Ryder Hopkins for Silex has 3 points. Easton Twellman with 4. Josh Price with 2. Tyler Twellman has 4 points. Chase Mullen has 2 points. And Noah Chesser with 2 points as well. But both teams have stayed out of foul trouble pretty well. The only one that really is in any foul trouble is Jordan Genowine, who had 3 fouls in the first half.
All right, Mark, let's take a look at your stats up there for the first half.
We're a little behind as far as that goes. 14 points for Evan Wilson with his 4 3-pointers in the first quarter. He's the leading scorer for either side. Kyle Turnbull with 8 points, 7 points for Bryce Irving, 5 each for Deshaun Dodson and Gavin Reller, 4 points for Caden Kinsler, and 3 for Ben Dow. So there's the scoring for Ellsbury. 6 points, Carleon Jones. He leads the way for Wright City. 3 points for Dwan McRoberts, and 2 each for Justin Jones and Rico Uribe. So that's all the scoring for Wright City. And our first half scoring numbers is Ellsbury leads the Wright City Wildcats 46-13 heading into the second half.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half here in the high school gym. Again, 43-17 is our score. Clopton has led this one the entire way. We'll continue to check in with Mark Froelich as we move through this one. Again, remember, Mark has the call on the second game of the night. That'll be number 3 Louisiana taking on number 6 Mark Twain. Promise that's going to be a good game.
It is going to be a good game, and either team could win that one as close as it was the last time that they played, and it was a good game. So make sure you tune in. If you're not able to be here, we'll have you covered online as well.
All right, so Genowine with the basketball for the Hawks as they open things up. Over to the far side to Kuntz. Kuntz goes down low to Cash. Cash back out top with it to Genowine. Finds Kuntz in the paint. Shots up and good.
Make that 23 points for Tyler Kuntz so far.
And just like that, Clopton picks up where they left off. 45-17 is our score. Hopkins with it at the free throw line. He pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. Ryder Hopkins gets it going for the Owls here in the second half. Genowine back in control of the basketball for the Hawks. Works it around over the far side with the Kuntz. Now to Hall. 7:22 to go in the third. With the basketball is Hall. On the wing, brings it center court to Genowine. Now to Kane Evans on the wing. Near side, he takes it to the free throw line, skips it out to Genowine. He wants a long three. It's off the back of the rim. And they're going to call a foul, and it looks like it's going to go against the Owls. No,
No, it's
not.
going against Clopton. And
somebody's going to push off. Kuntz.
So Tyler Kuntz, his first foul.
So he's got one on the night. As Hopkins brings the ball across the line for the Owls. 45-19 is our score. 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter. To Easton. Easton Twellman, top of the key, looks for some help. Gets it from Flessler, but it's taken away by Kane Evans. Kane to Kuntz. Kuntz brings it near side to Genowine. Genowine's going to try the three again. It's off the mark. And the ball's going to go out of bounds off of Fessler. So it'll stay with the Hawks under their own basket.
Fessler got the rebound, and when he came down, he dropped it, hit his shoe, went out of bounds.
Kuntz right into Genowine. To Evans. That's to Kane. Brings it near side to Hall. Hall wants the three, and it's net.
That is his 6th point of the day. Both three-pointers for Hall.
Tyler Twellman to Easton. Easton works it around, top of the key, brings it to the elbow, kicks it out to Price. Price on the wing at the head of Silex's bench. Now goes cross court, and it's taken away by Kuntz. Knocked into the back court. He gets tripped up, so Price chases it back to the back court and gets the loose basketball. In the front court, needing some help, gets it from Hopkins. Hopkins brings it out. He's working against Hall. Between the circles, Hopkins near side with it to Easton. Easton Twellman back top to Price. Price top of the key, looking for some help. Finds it from Hopkins on the far side. Guarded by Hall. Hopkins takes it to the arc. Picks up his dribble, now hands it off to Price. Price on the near side. Crossover dribble into the paint. Steps, works it around, shots up and good. Josh Price with another 2.
He has 4 points.
Clopton takes her time bringing it across the timeline. Near side with it to Kuntz. He wants another 3. It bounces around a couple times and falls off the front of the rim.
A trap down there for Cole Fessler. He broke out of it.
Down low, and it's going to be a foul on Chase Hall as Hopkins kind of dropped his head and pushed him in the back. And that'll be Chase's first foul. Josh Harvey now returns for Hall. Oh, that's Chase's second. That means if Chase is coming out, must mean Coach Tony Francis has something thought up he wants to change. He's got to talk to Chase about it. So with it is Price. At the free throw line to Tyler. Tyler Twellman working against Kuntz. Dishes it off to Fessler. Fessler's long 3 on the way. Off the mark. It's Genowine comes flying in for the rebound. Genowine down. Cross court with it to Kuntz. He eyes another 3, and it's short. Follows his own shot, and it's going to be a foul on Kuntz.
I think
to second. I think we all collided a little bit.
Yeah.
Kuntz is running his off. Josh Price is kind of running his off. Boys are tough. So Hopkins with it now for the Owls. Brings it across the timeline. Up top, he's guarded by Harvey. Brings it near side to Fessler. Fessler guarded by Kane. Down low. Back out. Trying to feed it inside to Levy. To Price. Price, top of the key. Needs some help. Kicks it out to Hopkins. Harvey giving him room at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense still from the Hawks. Hopkins works it around the left hand at the free throw line. Kicks it near side to Price. Price at the head of Silex's bench. Dribbles around. Takes it to the free throw line on the opposite side. Down low inside to Levy. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Hopkins. Excuse me, that's Jake Henry. Henry's down low going against Cash Evans. Tyler Twellman holds the ball high. Stops, pops for 3. It's short. Ends up in the hands of Kane. Kane pushes it to Genowine. Genowine turns on his jets all the way down. He goes flying up. Shots up, no good, but he's headed to the free throw line.
The foul's going on Tyler Twellman.
Well, that's his second, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Shooting 2 is Jordan Genowine.
Chase Hall set to check back in the basketball game.
48-21, Clopton leads.
First free throw shot is up and good. We've got 3:53 to go here in the third. We'll be checking with Mark Froelich again here in just a few moments to see how the second half has started up there with Ellsbury and Wright City. Genowine's second free throw shot is also good. 50-21 is our score. 3:52 to go in the third. So with the basketball is Price. Price dribbles around, looks, needs some help, gets over the far side from Hopkins on the wing. He's guarded by Hall. Looks inside, nothing there, and there's a steal by Genowine. Genowine works it around. He goes up, and they're going to say that Hopkins wasn't in place. He tried to get in position, and Genowine's headed back to the free throw line. Let's check in and see if Mark has started his second half yet for an Eagle 102 game break.
6:17 to go in the third quarter. Ellsbury leading 48-15 over Wright City, and going to the line will be Evan Wilson, who had a huge first half in this ball game with 4 threes in the first quarter, 14 points. He's looking to add to that right now. 48-15 our score. A slow start to the second half. Just 2 points for Wilson, 2 points for Brakensick for Wright City. So not much has changed. Wilson missed the first free throw. His second one is good. So he's got 3 points in the second half, 17 in the game, and it's 49-15 in favor of the Ellsbury Indians as they lead Wright City. And this has been an Eagle 102 game break.
So in that time frame, Genowine sunk his and one. Tyler Kuntz got the steal at the other end, took it back, laid it off the glass, and it's now 55-21 with 3 minutes to go here in the third.
Tyler Kuntz has 25 points.
Chase Hall with it now over to the far side to Genowine. Genowine drives the baseline. He goes up, and he's headed back to the free throw line.
Foul is going on Noah Chesser.
And that'll be his third.
Or
no, they
second. Sorry.
No, wait, they called it on Jake Henry.
Okay.
So that is his third. As the free throw is up and good from Genowine, he'll get a second. So Genowine stands in again. Free throws up, no good. Henry with the rebound. With the rebound is the Owls. Tyler Tolman has it. He feeds it up front. Long three on the way, and it's just off the mark. Chasing down the rebound is Genowine. 56-21 is our score. Genowine flies back the other direction. Skips it near side to Kuntz. Kuntz wants another three, and it's good.
28 points for Tyler Kuntz. He is having a night, to say the least.
59-21, 2:23 to go. Henry with it now in the near side to Mullen. Mullen had that 2 points there at the end that we got kind of confused about as the buzzer sounded to end the half. So with the basketballs loose on the court, and we're going to have a little scrum. No, Silex comes away with it. All it ends up in the hands of Kuntz. Kuntz going to take it all the way down, and nope, they come from behind. The Owls do knock it out. That is Max Levy. He goes down, helps Kuntz up, gives him a pat on the back. 2:04 to go here in the third. Oh, we have another mullet from someone I don't have a number for. Let me see if I've got that number. Just a second.
Max Levy has his first foul of the day. Foul on
well, they get it in there. There's a three on the way from Genowine. In and out. No good. Ball's tipped around.
It'll stay with Clopton.
So number 25 for Silex is Colson McMahon.
Colson with a C, Colson with a K.
Colson with a C. Kuntz, another three, and it's good. Tyler Kuntz with another tray here in the third makes it 62-21.
He has been a thorn in Silex's side tonight.
We talked about if he heated up, it was going to be a long night with 1:40 to go here in this matchup.
Shooting two is Tyler Twellman. Foul going on Tyler Kuntz.
So Kuntz got his second foul. As you mentioned, Tyler Twellman at the free throw line. His first one was no good. Kuntz coming out, going to get a little bit of breather. I'm guessing for at least a minute 39. 62-21, 1:39 to go here in the third. Second free throw shot is good. Twellman with that one.
He now has 5 points.
There's Tyler. Chase Hall with it now, brings it up front to Genowine. Genowine works it, crossover dribble with the left hand, now near side with it to Hall. Hall skips across court to Harvey, now to Hain. Hain wants the long shot. It's a little tough. Kane with the rebound. Kane Evans gets it back to Hall. Hall back to Harvey between the circles, over to the far side with it to Genowine. Down low and inside, and he's going to be fouled. Hain is. I believe that's going to go against Levy. No, sorry, that is Noah Chesser. Man, that 30 and that 50 both look similar down there, and it's a 1-and-1. So,
second foul for Noah Chesser.
Jason Hain at the free throw line.
Hain looking for his first points of the night, the senior.
First free throw shot is up off the back of the rim. No good. Coming down with it is McMahon. Kick it out to Levy. Levy shots up. It's misses everything, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks. Or excuse me, by the Owls, so it's back to the Hawks with 1:01 to go.
A 40-point lead for Clopton, 62-22.
So Hall brings it across the timeline. Finds Kane, brings it near side to Genowine. Now Harvey wants a long three. It's off the back of the rim. Kane there for the putback, and it's good.
First points of the second half for Kane Evans.
Tyler Twellman with it over on the far wing. Needs some help, and it's taken away by Kane. Kane looks ahead to Harvey. Finds Genowine. Genowine pulls up for the shot, and it's good. It's a three by Jordan Genowine.
Staying out of foul trouble in this second half is Genowine, and he's been key in scoring here.
Long shot on the way from Tyler Twellman's no good. With the loose basketball is the Hawks. They get it up to Hall. Hall puts on the brakes, slows things down to 7 seconds to 5. Harvey back to Hall. To Genowine. He's going to go for another three, and it's money at the buzzer. Jordan Genowine makes the end of the third quarter 70-22. We've got your final quarter of action coming up from the Silex Clopton game at the Clopton Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102.
Clopton Tournament coverage brought to you by McMailer and Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Calumet of Missouri, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
As we get started here in the fourth, Clopton leads Silex 70-22. Let's take an Eagle 102 game break and see how the Ellsbury Wright City game is going with Mark.
Well, we still have 1:13 to go here in the third quarter, and that free throw by Caden Kinsler for an and one makes it 62-17. So we're up over a 40-point lead over here as well, as Ellsbury is taking care of business against the Wright City Wildcats in this 2-7 matchup in the opening round of this Clopton tournament. This has been an Eagle 102 game break.
We'll check in with Mark again, and then right off the bat, it looks like Malik Marshall's going to pick up the foul and is going to send Cole Fessler to the free throw line as Cole tried to take it to the hole, and he was fouled.
Clopton has made some changes. Adam Lindsay in the game, Malik Marshall, Josh Harvey also in the game, Hall still there, and we have Jason Hain who's still in the game as well.
All right. Of course, we have a running clock here with the 70-22 lead. I don't know if we'll see Kuntz, Genowine, and the Evans brothers back out there tonight or not. Second one's up and good from Fessler. And Hall brings it into the front court. Off the near side to Lindsay. Lindsay to Harvey. Harvey between the circles, swings it far side with it to Hall to Marshall. Marshall tries to feed it into Hain. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls. So Harvey will inbound. Gets it right into Hall. Hall dribbles around. Needs some help. Back out to Marshall. Marshall to Hall. Brings it near side to Lindsay. Lindsay wants a three. It's off the back of the rim. No good. The Owls with the rebound. That's Easton Twellman. He feeds it out to Hopkins. Hopkins over to the far side. And it looks like it's going to be Adam Lindsay picking up the foul.
His first foul of the night. 6:16 to play. 70-23. Clopton still leads this one.
Of course, we have the running clock going here as well as Flessler looks to get the ball in. Gets it right into Easton Twellman. It's taken away by Josh Harvey. Now with it is Hall. He feeds it up to Lindsay. Lindsay works it around. Cross court to Harvey. Back near side to Hall. Hall down low to Marshall. Marshall can't hold on to it. Goes out of bounds. So Easton Twellman will get it into Josh Price. Price will bring it across the timeline for the Owls. Working it over the far side is Price. Hands off to Hopkins. Hopkins brings it all the way to the near side. Down from the block, extended. Up top with it to Easton. Easton over, and there's a attempted steal by Hall, but Josh Price is able to get it back. Finds the far side. Long three on the way, and it's good. Draining the three was Hopkins.
His 5th point of the second half. 8 points in the game.
Long shot on the way from the Hawks, up, no good. With the rebound is the Owls. 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Hopkins takes it the other direction, and it's good.
Giving him a little bit of room to run, and he's put up 7 points in the second half.
Hain takes it to the hole. His shot's no good. Fessler with the rebound, and we've got a jump ball. Oh, no, we're not calling a jump ball. We're going to call a foul. As Falloon runs across the court. That's going to go against Hain. Wish I had something creative to say at that point, but I was a little distracted. We haven't given he or Greg Ellis much of a hard time here in this basketball game. They've called a good game, and hate to say that to them, but, you know, make their head swell a little bit.
We won't let them know that you said it, Marianne.
Yeah, don't tell them that I said they were calling a good game. Bench change clearing for Silex, as they've got McMahon, Mullen, Levy, Chesser, Tyler Twellman in. Oh, got another sub coming in for Clopton.
And that is, well,
a shot on the way for Tyler Twellman.
We'll have to see who that is. Don't know that we have that one.
That was a three over there on the far side with it.
Well, we don't have a number 23.
I'll get that for you in just a second as the clock continues to run. We'll tease Coach.
Also coming in is Nick Myers for Clopton. Came in for Hain.
We had a foul, so we are shooting free throws. Shots up, no good by Lindsay. As we're down to 3 minutes to go here in this ball game. Long shot on the way by Levy's up and no good. With the rebound, though. Oh, that was Chesser. It's no good. Putback still bouncing around. Finally comes out in the hands of Harvey, and now it's taken away again. And they're all over the court with this one. Nice ball handling skills in there from McMahon. He gets up and dribbling the basketball, and there's a shot that falls for Twellman. Tyler Twellman with another two and makes it 70-33.
So good defense there from Malik Marshall for Clopton, as he's the one who got that all started, and ball was on the ground. Both teams fighting pretty hard for it, and Silex comes out on top, able to score with the rebound.
Number 23 is Tucker Salmons. So there's a steal. Tyler Twellman takes it to the hole again. He's got another two. as it makes it 70-35, 2:15 to go here in this basketball game. Myers with it now for the Hawks, who's also in the ball game. Look at Coach Francis throwing us all kinds of awful. We're going to have to get on to him. Marshall with it. Larson Hall in the basketball game. That's not Larson.
For all our listeners out there, you can tell Tony Francis that. We're going to get on him.
Don't worry. I'm going to talk to him about it myself.
Make him run some suicide, something.
I'm going to have the players do some coaches' impressions. Down to a minute 44. With the rebound is McMahon. His shot's up. It's no good with the rebound. It's Clopton, and man, McMahon comes flying back again. Gotta love the aggression of that one.
He went diving right into the student section.
And to the Clopton student section.
Yes.
I mean, that's like going into enemy territory.
They just moved their feet to the side and let him continue to do what he was doing.
So Levy will inbound the basketballs. We're down to a minute 10 to go here in the ball game. 70-35 is our score. Hawks are on top. Twellman brings it near side to Mullen. Mullen down the near corner with it to Levy. Levy goes for the shot. His fadeaway is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Hawks, so it's going to stay with the Owls.
That was off the hand of Tucker Sammons.
With it is Mullen to Levy again. Levy looking inside. They're trying to feed it to Chesser. Now back up top to McMahon. Back to Mullen. To McMahon again. He tries to save it from going out of bounds, and he comes down before he can get the ball released. As soon as this game's over, we'll send it up to Mark Froenig so he can finish his basketball game up there before we do a joint post-game show. With it is Marshall. Marshall takes it to the hole. His shot's up. It's no good. It's tipped around. McMahon once again with the rebound. Takes it all the way down. It's running one-hand. Shot's up and good.
His first points of the night.
The Hawks still win control 70-37 as we're down to 3 seconds. And they're going to dribble it out. That's how this one's going to end. Clopton wins this one by the score of 70-37. Let's send it back up to Mark Froenig to finish out his matchup between Ellsbury and Wright City.
Well, this is a JV game now, 70-22 with 2:54 clock running. And Wright City shooting some free throws, and everything has been settled in this one except for the final horn. Second shot is good. So he's got 2 points in 4 free throw opportunities, and back the other way come the Ellsbury Indians, and the ball thrown away, intercepted. Ball loose now on the floor, picked up by Wright City. Into the near corner with it. To the basket, shot no good for Jerry Stanford. But he's fouled and will shoot a couple of free throws for the Wildcats. He wears number 15, does Stanford. More changes coming for Ellsbury. It looks like they're going to get a couple of the second layer of varsity players back in there, as the first shot for Stanford is good. Make it 70-23 as we're down under 2 minutes. Byers checks out. I think he has 4 fouls. He hit both the free throws, did Stanford. And quickly back the other way are the Indians. Kick it near side for Davion Dotson. Near side, that's a 3-ball, no good for Ben Dow. And the rebound pulled down by the Wildcats. Off the floor with it is Stanford.